is ready for you to step out on faith, he wants you to keep that thing to yourself. When we tell you what to do, you don't need to tell everybody. Because I can tell you, I have shared some things with folks, and it did not come to pass. Because who you sharing it with could be a blessing blocker. Sometimes we are our own blessing blockers when we talk too much. And when it's time to execute it, you just execute it and you just do it. So I think the fear of what others think, the negative things that's being spoke when you do tell people what you want to do, and when you have unsupportive people that won't support you, that's close to you, you know, you may have a business and, you know, your family, it happens. Family, some close family members and friends are not going to support you. Strangers will come and support you more than people that are close to you. And that's the unfortunate truth.
And Trinese, those are words of wisdom. That is wisdom right there, what you're sharing, because it's not going to always be in your family. Sometimes it's going to be a stranger, maybe the least person you even expect that's going to support you.
Exactly. Just like you, Tammy. Let me say this, and this is not putting nobody in a bad light or anything like that. Sometimes you are more appreciated outside your hometown. Because I've had, you've connected me with the Words Up magazine, right? It's called Upwards. I'm sorry, Upwards magazine. That magazine is in India, correct?
Exactly.
And I'm featured in that magazine because of you and what you believed in me. You connected me with that man. Okay, so I have never been on the cover of a magazine in my own hometown. Barely interviewed from the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? But I have my own platform. I do TV and radio, so I'm putting my own self out there. So even if nobody ever recognized me in my city, I'm saying from a news standpoint or whatever, I'm still okay with it. It hurt. Of course it hurts because I've shared this with some friends, some close friends of mine, and they say it's okay, but you know your worth. When you know your worth, you do not need that validation from anybody. So first of all, we need to know our worth, so we won't be so hurt when somebody don't recognize our gifts and talents.
That is deep. And what you mentioned about always telling people your next move.
Yes.
You can't let your left hand know what your right hand doing.
No, you tell everybody what I'm going to do.
Among his own kin. So some of the people you help, they may not even come back and help you. But God has a ram in the bush. He's going to send someone to add strength to your hands, someone who's going to see the value, someone who's going to see the gifting in you.
Yes.
So we have to channel into our inner rock of who we are.
Yes, ma'am.
And we have to be mindful of the voices that we are internalizing.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to be mindful of that. And we have to be mindful of being forgiving.
Yes, ma'am.
Because forgiveness is the key to unlocking things in our lives in the language that we speak out of our mouth.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, Trinity, sometimes we just have to get out of our comfort zone. We have to be people in a foreign land.
Yes.
And so when you were featured on Upwards magazine, the cover, that's in Calcutta, India.
Yes.
The place where Mother Teresa walked.
Yeah.
What does God have done?
Yes.
Look what He's done with your gifting, because He said that your gift will make room for thee.
Yes, ma'am.
For great people. And that's what God is doing. Your gifting is known. People know you.
Yes, ma'am.
And more people celebrate you than what you probably even realize.
I know. Yeah, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. So you just continue to do what you do and leaving that heritage and preserving our spiritual heritage that you are doing.
Yes, ma'am.
And continue to break that gridlock, because so many people, they have this crippling type of mindset because of fear, because fear immobilizes us.
It does. It does.
And you do not have that victim mindset that can cripple your progress.
Yes.
Because, yes, it's going to be ebbs and flows in life, but you are being used as that compass to give that people that guidance that they need to fulfill their dreams, their vision.
Yes.
To bring it on the stage. Mm-hmm. And then when you go through all these different things, then God to be ready to put you on the center stage.
Yes.
Whether it's speaking, being a motivational speaker, or if it's an actress. Yeah, but
yes,
you have to
ma'am.
go through that preparation.
You do.
You have to go through that preparation. You have to go through that introspection for some of us.
You do.
And that's what happened with you. You went through that introspection of yourself, and then God was ready to put you out there in the front of the people.
Yes,
you have to be a people person to do what you're doing, Trinese. You do.
Oh my God, yes.
You're a people person. You're a networker.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's true. You got to be a people person. You got to be a lover of the people. You have to be compassionate for the people. Mm-hmm. You have to have a great love for them. If you don't have any compassion, how in the world can you lead a people with no compassion? I don't understand that. If you have a stony heart and it's all about self, how can you be a true leader with character? Our character is everything. Character is everything. We have so many people that are wealthy that have absolutely no character, and they're poor. They are really poor. Okay? They have wealth, but they're poor. They have terrible character. You know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And you know, Trinese, you are a great visionary and entrepreneur. Also, you are award-winning playwright, director, actress, TV and radio personality, host, motivational speaker, and poet. In addition, you are the co-owner of Duplessis Entertainment LLC.
Yes.
And I'm aware that you're a committed-minded, performance-driven, extremely energetic woman producing your own unique work. You have such a compelling vision, and today you have showed us how to develop those leadership strategies. But also, Trinese, you are a woman of magnitude.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have a gift of inspiration that you share with countless people around the world. And when fear grips the hearts of many with such intense pain, despair, and disappointment by living in an environment of brokenness, how can they quest to find a life that can be repaired in fruitful relationships?
Yes, well, let me say this. First of all, we have to admit that we are hurt. Because what do hurt people do? Hurt people hurt other people. We got to be on a path of healing. We got to be on a path of healing ourselves before we connect ourselves with other people. Because what we're going to do is, if we're not healed and we're not repaired and we're not replenished, we're going to continue to be in a cycle of abusive relationships, non-fruitful relationships, relationships that is not going to go anywhere. So I believe in healing, just like someone hurt you, and the person that hurt you may be living a life of just like not even realizing they hurt you, and you're still living in that pain and you're still living in that hurt, and you may become bitter. See, when we become bitter, it's hard to come back. But we got to heal ourselves. We got to admit that there is a problem first, that I'm hurt. And and we got to talk to the person that may have hurt us, if they can be talked to. Now, if they can't be talked to, if they believe they haven't hurt you, then you just got to forgive and keep going. But, you know, God's gifts can save us from poverty. I believe when you have your gifts, you know your gifts, you can be saved from poverty. And having faith and belief and humbleness and connecting with other healed people, you are on your way. And like-minded people, and when we get delivered from our mess, our trauma, our insecurities, all of those things that stop us in our tracks, and those obstacles that stop us, when we realize, hey, this is not good, healthy behavior for me, and I'm not going to attract people with good, healthy behavior if I don't have good, healthy behavior. So we got to get healed. We got to get cleansed. We got to have a renewing of the mind. We can't do the same old things. We can't keep beating a dead horse. We can't keep recycling pain. So it's important that we get healed. And again, I'm asking the leaders to step up to the plate to help people get healed. Let's not just keep preaching about prosperity, preaching when somebody has been molested or almost murdered or abused, and you're talking about prosperity. How can I get out this hurt that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it starts with us on the inside. We got to admit that there is a problem, and then we gotta resolve it.
That is so beautifully said, what you sharing with the listening audience. And for those who dealt with those type of sexual indiscretions that in their lives, you are really shedding light on this.
Yes, ma'am.
Shattering the situation that people are dealing with in silence. You're bringing it out.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's very much needed because so many people are broken.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
And you are showing people how to identify their strengths as well as their kryptonites, their weaknesses in their lives, so they can be able to be stronger people.
Exactly.
When they face opposition.
Yes.
And again, that speaks volumes. And you're giving people the core value that they need because you have stood on it. You have made it through. And you continue to let your light shine, Trinese, and you're showing us that how to have these fruitful relationships even when you've been hurt in life.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And it's not just about finances.
It's not.
When people need faith, you want to hear a message on faith. You don't want to constantly hear a message on finances. You want to hear, how can my faith be built up?
Exactly.
How can I tap into my inner gift?
Yes.
How can I be healed? Because if I'm not healed, I'm going to constantly repeat that same cycle in my life.
That's right. That's right.
They hurt people.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's so true. Even Jim Rohn said, to have more than you got, you have to become more than you are.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
and we
indeed.
have to become more than what we are to be able to help people, to have that zest for life, to be able to bring that sense of catharsis and healing to the minds of the people. And that's the essence of who we are.
That's
because
the essence
so
of
many
who we are, yes.
living in the shadow of festering tension.
Exactly.
And they'll be set with a constellation of inhospitable thoughts.
Yes. So
this is quite freeing. And that's when you free the mind. Like you mentioned, Trinese was so profound about renewing the mind. That's a daily situation. That's a daily situation. And
I want to say this too, guys. I deal with depression. Okay, a lot of artists go through depression because we are so creative and we wear the world on our shoulders. Because we have so much compassion, we go through those depressions. So I have depression stages that I go through that, but I don't stay there. Let me just say this to you guys. You know, some people do need medicine. Some people do. And sometimes we say you could pray it away, but some people really, really, really need medicine. My case, I don't need medicine. I just need reinforcement. I need to just pray and then get out the situation and be resilient about it. But depression is real, and some depression is very severe for other people, and some people do end their lives. No, I have never thought about ending my life, but I do go through those bouts of, hey, man, I might not be good enough, or somebody that hurt me that I really cared about, that may throw me into a depression, or, people just not respecting me as a leader or a playwright, that may throw me, insecurities can throw me there. Not being where I want to be, that can throw me there. So, but at the same time, you see all the things that I've done, accomplished in my life. That does not mean that I don't go through things just like you. That's what I want people to understand, and that's what a lot of leaders fail, because a lot of leaders don't be transparent to say, listen, I had a drink, I had too many drinks last night because I was depressed. It's okay to say that. It's okay to say that. Let the people know that you are human first, so people can relate to you. They have so many young people that are not going to the church building, the kingdom building that we're supposed to be doing. They have so many young people that have lost faith because they are not getting healed. There's so much work to do, and that's why I throw all myself into these plays and make these messages so we can get our people healed.
Yes, and that's what you're doing. You're showing entrepreneurship, healing, inspiration, faith, and you have produced 11 original stage plays, Trinese.
Yes.
And as 30 unpublished plays, a movie, short story.
Yes.
In addition, you have won Best Comedy of a Stage Play of the Year,
right.
Night of the Ghetto, starring you,
yes.
Trinese Duplessis, Mama T.
Yeah.
And you have reached such a momentous feat in your life. Truly, you have. And that's remarkable. And you also showing us that teamwork makes the dream work, that you must not only manage but